Fuck walk-ins. This is where it's at. Social media, okay? It's bitch made if you give up. I'll tell you that from the start. Don't give up. Stick with it, because I promise you, and On's living proof of this, I'm living proof of this, a lot of these guys in here are living proof that if you stick with it, you will get it. You will make it happen. Adapt. Guys, after the fires, after my house burned down, my barbershop burnt down, I had to adapt, bro. I didn't have a studio. I didn't have a shop. I had to adapt. While you guys are making excuses on adapting for, your barbershop, I didn't even have that shit, bro. I was cutting in bathtubs. I'm not saying I'm from the mud or anything, but I went through the trenches phase, you guys. It's like, okay, Hoku did it through those circumstances, and he was still able to come out on top. I'm a bitch. I need to make it happen. If he's able to do it, so can I. If you don't push your boundaries, how do you actually know your true potential? People will buy into you, not just the client, the problem that you fix for the client, but they'll buy into like, oh shit, yo, Luis, you seem hella chill, bro. Like, oh, what the hell, he plays football too? I used to play football. Like, people will relate with you as well, and that's how you can get a ton of clients as well. We over-deliver around here, bro. No one doing it like us. Stop playing. Man. Let's go.
Hoku's background went from daylight to night. Like, come on now.
Stop playing. All right, so this is the art and how to actually create viral consultations. We'll start from the thesis, okay? What is a consultation? Why you should do consultations? Who is this for? And when should you actually start consultations? So let's just go one by one. All right, what is a consultation? A pre-service discussion to understand your client's preferences, their hair goals, to provide the best possible haircut, right? You're talking to you guys, every single one of you barbers should have a consultation, no matter what, whether it's recorded or not. You guys should be talking to them, asking them what kind of haircut you want. You guys don't just step in the chair and just start cutting their hair, right? You don't want to just mess them up, right? You want to know what they want, why they want it, what are they getting it for, stuff like that. But the main problem for the content of consultations, the main focus is solving a problem while entertaining, right? So you're solving a hair problem while you're actually entertaining. This converts viewers to clients. The conversion is the highest in the barbering industry. It has a very, very high potential to go viral. It will never get old and die out, as saturated as it is. And last but not least, the repurposing quantity is super high, which means repurposing as in you can make a consultation video like my client on here, right? 100,000 views, right? Dude cooked with a consultation video, but on top of this, you could repurpose this and make another video out of this, right? That's what repurposing content is. You could be like, I see some people repurpose it, they put sound and text over it, right? There's no more, of the client talking or whatever. Or you could do a voiceover. There's a ton of ways that you guys can repurpose consultations. Does that make sense so far, boys? Cool. So, like I said, consultations have a massive repurposing quantity. It builds your personal brand. It highly develops your confidence and comfortability on camera. Who in here is pretty uncomfortable on camera still? Be honest. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are shame right now. I know a lot of you guys are still pretty shame on camera. Don't lie. We can't be lying in here. So, like I said, this develops your understanding of social media. This develops your confidence and comfortability on camera. And it's free organic facial recognition. You don't have to run ads. This is organic facial recognition, right? Nobody is asking, who the barber is anymore, right? When you show your before and afters, they know exactly who the barber is. They know, what kind of personality this barber has. They see how cool the barber really is. It's free organic facial recognition. Who is this actually for? Right? This is for guys who want to develop your confidence on camera. You want to increase your personal brand. You want to develop iron, I don't give a fuck mentality on camera, especially. And if you think you have a decent personality, or client does, that's even better, right? Always utilizing your client. They have a massive, personality. They're all over the place. They love talking. They're just like, that type of guy, pretty social. Bro, those are the best clients for consultations because they yap. They love the yap. Who in here has clients who yap? Just yap the whole time. You guys, okay, boom, right? So those are the clients that usually help your consultations go a lot better, right? Not saying that shy clients don't, but a lot of you guys are shy in general, right? So I wasn't as shy over time, so I was able to still talk to these awkward clients, the shy clients, and make the consultation work either way. But for a lot of you guys are still pretty shy, so when your client has a personality, it helps you guys a ton. Am I making sense so far? So when you guys should actually be doing consultations, I really as long as you guys have a high quality showcase, you guys understand before and afters, the 3-2-1 look method. If you guys understand that, that's really all you need. The earliest, the better, right? That's why I have everybody in here join. Like right when they join immediately, I I push you guys straight to consultations and the 3-2-1 look method. Once you guys actually understand, the 3-2-1 look method, you're ready to go for the consultations, right? Solving hair problems will always get you to at least 50 to 100 bucks a cut minimum, right? When you actually capture your client saying their hair problem, showing you can fix the client's problem, right? Actually showing that you're the man for the job, that's how you scale to 100 bucks a cut minimum, right? Because like a lot of you barbers have this problem where you're thinking about like, it's just the average barber. You guys lack that knowledge on what you guys actually need to get you to where you want to be. You expect to get to 100 bucks a cut, to 10 to 15 to 20K a month by charging for 10 different services, doing after hour cuts. Hell no, right? My goal is like you guys build a massive brand where the clients chase you, right? And how do we do that? We showcase, the client's hair problem. We showcase your personality, and we showcase how you are the man to fix your client's hair problem. And when someone sees that online, and when those videos start going viral with the editors who edit for you, or you edit your own content, it's just a matter of time, right? You start getting all this engagement. Like this dude 2 weeks ago, I'm dropping an interview with this kid. 2 weeks ago, he joined up. He's already hitting multiple spikes with 100K. He's already gained over 50 new clients off of social media. That should be your proof right there. It hasn't even been a month, right? And how did he do that? Simple. Look at consultation, 50K, 67K. Like, look, right when he joined, like this is what he was trying to do, right? The basic before and afters, like everybody else sees, right? A lot of you guys are posting stuff like this, and then boom, 24K, 85K. As soon as he implemented it, he got what he wanted, right? And we're just now starting out, and the kid's 14, all right? So you guys have no excuses. Anyways, now I'm gonna go into how to actually record. All right, how to actually execute this. But there are two styles of consultations, and a lot of you guys, I really never see you guys using the second one, right? The client and barber, the two-person view, everybody's doing right now, right? You guys have more dialogue conversation. It's more natural. It's a lot more smoother. When you're a little more advanced, you guys can actually do the client-only POV view, right? So you're actually kind of interviewing your client. You have the mic connected to your comb. You can interview the client. You're just holding the phone. It's more of an interview style. Clients need to just be a little bit more comfortable on camera, right? I usually had my homies do it. I usually had the ones who were pretty social. The awkward clients, you're going to make them fold. I wouldn't recommend doing these, right? But these still will crush as long as your client is comfortable on camera. Like I said, do it on friends or people you're cool with so it's not awkward. I would always start with a two-person view. Then later, when you're more comfortable, you can do the client only as well. But I'd still always do two-person view, no matter what, 4 to 5 a week, no matter what, all right? Recording equipment, simple. All you need is a tripod. You need the MagSafe holder to actually connect the tripod to this, right? This is what I have connected to my tripod. I'll actually show you guys real quick right here, right? So this tripod literally holds every single thing you guys need. You can connect your phone to it. Boom, right? You connect your phone to it. So clutch. This whole setup, 40 bucks, right? 40 bucks. You always need to invest into your guys' setup, you guys. Biggest thing is like, don't be scared to invest. You guys already invested into this. Can't be scared to invest an extra 40 bucks into a damn tripod. But I've spent over like 400, 500 bucks just on tools. But the sooner you get the tools and the better equipment, right? I'm not talking about clippers and combs and stuff like that. I'm talking about actual tools that are going to push your business forward. Having a wireless mic, that's super big. That's super massive. The cheaper you go, the worse quality you get. It's just as simple as that. Same thing with the editors. The cheaper you guys go, the worse quality you get. So I'd always recommend getting, the best of the best. You guys have it forever. You guys got to think about the return on investment, not the in the moment of spending the money, but the return on investment, right? You pay 6K to make 10K consistently for the rest of your life. Is that worth it? I'd say so. Same thing with this. You pay 300 bucks to get, way more viral videos a lot more sooner, to get a lot more clients, to get a lot more, income. Would I say it's worth it? Yes. But in the moment, you guys might be like, you know what I'm saying? But don't be scared. Anyways, this is what you need help with right here. Landon, Eddie, Isaiah, Johnny, you got this down pretty good. William, you got this down pretty good. Nemi, on, boom. Here it is right here. This is the camera angles for your consultation videos. All right. Your lighting should be 2x, 2 times on each side. Right, one ring light, another ring light. You guys have your phone right here. A lot of you guys can put your phone even a little more closer, like you guys can have it actually right here. See, you're with your client. You could either go right directly behind them or to the side a little bit behind them. Really as simple as that. And then when you're recording the reaction, what I would usually do, this might be a little confusing, but the client holds the mirror reflecting off the main mirror to see their side profile. That might be a little confusing to you guys. What I would recommend is literally just holding the phone, and then you literally just spin them around or whatever, and you can ask them, right, while they're, like, you give them a mirror, check the cutout, and then you're just getting it from your point of view. Boom. That can be the reaction. Yo, how we feeling after the cut? Rate it 1 out of 10. The client starts justifying the cut for you. Boom. Right? Now the client's doing the marketing for you guys, not you. You're not doing no marketing, bro. You're just getting the client's reaction. Imagine the client's like, bro, this was so worth $100, Eddie. Dude, like, you just changed my life, bro. You're going to get me 3 girlfriends after this, bro. Bro, you're not saying anything. You're just like, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. But the client's doing the marketing for you, right? A lot of you guys don't understand that. The client is doing the marketing for you. So that's why you got to record the damn content. Having any guests in your videos will actually add more dynamic in your videos and help video performance. Getting the friend's reaction, getting the girlfriend, getting the family's reaction, getting like the parents that actually came with the client. Like, even in the consultation, asking them, bro, that is massive. You know, I've had some with like their friends, for example, like clowning them, like making fun of them. Like, bro, my friend needs a cut, dude. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot of you guys, like, what I would utilize is the girlfriend, right? A lot of you guys have clients that come in with their girlfriends. Dude, bro, if you can, ask, like, the girlfriend, like, how do you feel about your boyfriend's cut right now? Bro, that would be massive. Bro, everybody wants a girlfriend nowadays, bro. I promise you. Everybody wants a damn girlfriend, right? So if you guys add a girlfriend in the video, right, and the girlfriend's like, oh my gosh, he needs a haircut. Like, he just doesn't look as good anymore. Like, I miss the, you know, the prime him or whatever, okay? And then you actually showcase that in your content, bro. If that goes, you know, viral, right, which we teach, imagine that. Imagine the clients you'll get off of that. Because everyone wants a girlfriend, and then they see, like, this girlfriend talking about this, so they think, like, oh, shoot, if I go get a cut, I'm going to go get a girlfriend. And it just stacks up, bro. It just stacks up. I'd recommend. Anyways, if you don't have a nice background, get a nice background, all right? This is a massive investment. You don't want to have, like, 4 different barbers in the background cutting hair. Like, bro, you want to get a backdrop. This is, like, $90. You have it forever. Super, super clutch investment. I would literally just recommend having a backdrop. A lot of you guys in the barbershop, a lot of you guys in your own studio, get a backdrop, have some LEDs going on in the background as well. Super, super clean. It just makes the whole effect 10 times better. Again, this makes your content 10 times better. It makes the content actually execute 10 times better. You get a lot more clients off of that because now the content's going a lot more viral. It's just the return on investment is there in every single aspect. Here's the list of the actual, you know, LEDs. You guys can see in my background right now, I literally have LEDs on me. The newer LEDs, these are super clutch. You guys can have the stick. I would just recommend getting this pack right here. This does the job. You guys don't need any of this extra stuff unless you're going all out. This is all you need, all right? Super worth it. Do not let your studio stop you from creating. That's another limiting belief you guys have. A lot of you guys get shiny object syndrome. You guys feel like you need this to go viral. No, boys. I went viral cutting hair outside, in bathtubs, in kitchens, in porches. Like, you really don't need all of this, but I want to get you guys results like in the first 7 days, 14 days, right? And the fastest way to do that is getting this equipment because it's going to help your guys' content 10 times more. But do not let your studio or your barbershop stop you from actually creating. That's a massive problem you guys have. It's like, it's too loud or whatever. All right, there's solutions to that. It's too loud, get a wireless mic. All right, there's so much people in the background, get a backdrop. There's solutions for a reason. I'm giving you guys the solution. All right. Investing for a more professional look is 1,000% worth it. Tips. All right. Keep video recording and choose the best clip for the beginning. Set a goal. How many do you want to record each day? I would recommend setting 3. Like, I want to record, if I'm getting 10 new clients a day, 7 new clients a day, I would aim for half. All right. At least half. Because, like, the more you guys record, right, as long as you guys are recording 10 a week, what do you guys get from 10 a week? You guys send that to your editor. You're ready for it. Like, once you record 10 a week, you're ready for your editor. Now that your editor is going to edit the content and do all of that, now you can focus on creating more, right? But the biggest goal is getting to 10 a week. That's only 10 clients, you guys, all right? That's less than, 4 a day, 3 a day? I don't know, I dropped out, but you guys get the point. Aim for recording way more content than you guys actually can record, right? Every single client you guys should be aiming. Thumbnails during the actual consultation. So a lot of you guys, I have you guys do the thumbnail actually, after the consultation. If you guys are, if it's your friend or whatever, you could tell them to make a weird face or something for the actual thumbnail. Your guys' friends, your guys' close clients can help you guys out a ton. Like, it's not awkward with me and my boys, but I got to the point where it's not even awkward with a random person. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna do a quick thumbnail. And then you're just frozen for like 5 seconds. You're just like doing a face. You're looking at the camera or you're looking at him like a crazy face. You wanna make content that people wanna click on, right? Your covers wanna actually have something. So for you this could have got 1 million views if your cover was there. Right here, you're holding it, right? You got the screenshot, you're holding the hair up. That's cool, but what could have made this 10 times better is that if you actually had a way better thumbnail. Right, these thumbnails aren't bad, but imagine if you had a way crazier reaction, the client had a crazier reaction, you added some background, lighting, you had a backdrop where it wasn't showing 10 other barbers in the background, stuff like that, right? I don't even recommend doing showcases like this, covers like this, because it's just showing the haircut. You know what I mean? It's just showing the haircut. You want to show you and your client and their reaction. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this makes people want to actually click on it a lot more. Right, this is nice and simple. Can I save this? You're holding up the hair. It's perfect. But you could probably add a little more sauce to that. Anyways, preparation is key. Always set up before the actual client comes in. Have all of that set up, and then you really just want to make it happen when you're actually executing. And that's our next step, is executing. Right, capture 3 big talking points to use for the hook in the video. The goal of the consultation. Number 2, develop clear understanding of the client's hair problem. Do they have straight hair? Make it texturized. Do they have too much hair? Cut it all off. Whatever it might be. Develop the clear client's hair problem. And the best, who in here is really good at mid tapers or just blowout tapers? Who gets that a lot? Right? That's your guy. That could be your guys' thing. I know Isaiah in here, he's saucy with it, right? That's your guys' thing, but you guys don't really you guys don't show that enough in your content. Bro, I'm going to give you guys the best blowout taper in Maui, Hawaii. Bro, your goal is to become the best known barber in your city, right? How do you become the best known barber? It's not by doing 30 different services, by being really, really good at 3 services or less. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need to get to $100 a cut. I promise you. I did it myself. So can you. Okay? Last but not least, understanding exactly what the client wants to execute a fire cut, right? I usually don't have you guys do these type of consultations where you're asking what the hair client, the problem of the hair that they have and what the solution is. I usually have you guys ask personal questions, do you have a girlfriend, all of that. But a lot of you guys want to focus on just getting clients and conversion. And I would recommend asking questions like, yo, what did your last barber do that messed you up or whatever, right? It's somewhat personal, but it's also asking more about their hair, right? Asking more about the hair problem and going deeper into that. Oh, you got straight hair. What did your last barber do that, what did he do? Why couldn't he fix it? Right? Then he starts justifying. Then he's like, yo, I don't know. That's why I came to you, bro. They just start justifying it for you. And then you're like, bro, I'm going to give you the best blowout taper in Maui, Hawaii, bro. You ready? All right, bro, let's get into it. Whatever, right? You're talking more about the hair problem. That will convert a lot more clients. But a lot of you guys just want personal brand. You guys want, a lot of followers. You guys want a lot of traction and engagement. Why not do both? Why not show a lot of the, the hair problems and go deep into their hair problems? But also, if you guys do the consultation right, you guys will have enough content to make another consultation video where it's just you talking about, personal questions. What makes you want to get this haircut, right? Do you have a girlfriend, bro? Funnier, more engaging questions, right? That viewers actually more care about. But I would do both, okay? No one has a single question? Nobody? All right, bet. I guess I'm doing a good job then. All right, solid. Okay, consultation execution workflow. It's a little fancy word. Consultation execution workflow. All right, number 1 thing your guys are going to do is not only ask, but tell. I would tell my clients if they're I don't even ask anymore, bro. I'll just be like, yo, I'm going to film a fire video. My mentor wants me to do this. It's really going to help my business out. Are you cool with that? Mic's already on them. Video's already recording. A lot of you guys have this problem where it's you guys have to, yo, bro, can I record this? Bro, have some damn confidence, bro. You're recording this, you guys got to just do it, right? Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous. Make it chill, right? If they're really, really weird about it, be like, bro, I'll give you 50% off. I'll give you a free haircut just to film this. Because the return on investment you guys will get from giving a free haircut out is a lot better than just because a lot of you guys might be like, man, I don't know if I want to give a free haircut, bro. I want my bread. Bro, the return on investment you guys get from recording a video and posting it correctly might be 20 new clients off of doing a free haircut. Think about it like that, right? I was telling On this earlier today as well, right? So don't be scared to give that free cut or 50% off for a piece of content that might get you 50 to 100 new clients just from one video. It's happened to me, and it could happen for you guys as well. So think about it like that. Always think of ROI. Always think of return on investment. Number 2, dynamic dialogue. This is when, you're recording, your goal is to actually, point out the problem and the pain your client has. Dude, like, what happened to your last barber, bro? Like, what did he do to you? Find a story you can use, make it fun, build your social skills. A lot of you beginners, be a G, let loose, stop giving a fuck. Like, you guys care way, 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 way too much. You guys start overthinking it. Allow yourself to laugh. Have fun with it. I was a master, like, I struggle with this. I'll tell you guys this right now. I struggle with this. I struggle with being a G and letting loose. Like, I would force things. I would just, like, I'd be so awkward. I grew up introverted, okay? So I was not good at this to start. I'll tell you guys that from the start. I was not good at this. But what helped me is just I stopped caring. As soon as I stopped caring about posting on social media, I stopped caring about, like, feeling forced in the consultation. Like, I just stopped caring about what people thought, and I really just let loose. Like, it felt like all of that weight kind of got off of me as soon as I kind of just stopped caring. And I would get hated on. I would get dissed. I would get roasted. I didn't care. Look at where I'm at now. You guys have to drop that from day one if you guys want to go big. I promise you. You need to drop that. All these content creators you see, they drop that immediately. You see the big dogs, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul. I'm sure they went through the same thing. You know what I mean? Being shy, caring about what other people think. Bro, do you think they care now? You know what I'm saying? So think about it like that. If you guys want to be big dogs in the industry, you got to have that mentality, right? Allow a genuine conversation to occur. Make them talk more by asking more questions. Don't always ask open-ended questions. Don't just give statements, okay? And last but not least, be prepared before, right? Before the whole consultation. You don't want to be like, yo, is it cool if I do a video? And then you're like stuttering. Yeah, okay, it's good. And then you start setting up everything and it takes 10 minutes and they're just sitting there. Hell no. Have your tripod ready. Have your lights ready. Have your mics ready. Everything's ready beforehand, okay? Questions to ask, all right? The client justifies you. We got the story questions. We got the bad haircut experiences. I'm not going to go through every single one, but my personal favorites, the one for the client justifies you, I usually like to ask, this is my first time cutting you, bro. What made you come to me? Open-ended question. They can start saying, bro, I see you on Instagram. You have the best cuts in the city. Bro, they're doing the marketing for you, okay? We got the story. I usually like to ask, bro, kind of like, you got a girlfriend? All right, this is kind of like personal as well. All right, do you have a girlfriend? Yes or no? All right, if they say yes, oh shit, really? Does she know how chopped you look right now, bro? Whatever. Have fun with it, right? Or no. Oh, shoot. Hey, my guy. That's why I'm here, bro. That's why I'm here. That was my marketing. I targeted kids my age who wanted fucking girlfriends, right? So I marketed that. I had these kids always talking like, you guys can look back at my old content. I know Johnny knows. I would literally record content of me like, yo, you got a girlfriend? I'd have fun with it. I didn't even have a girlfriend, bro. But I knew my clients really, really wanted a girlfriend. So I would do stuff like that, ask questions like that, right? If your clients are older, bro, I feel like, every guy wants a girlfriend in a matter of time. I feel like that's one of the best questions you could possibly ask. But anyways, bad haircut experience. What's one, thing your last barber did that you didn't like or got wrong? That will gain, that'll give you clarity on what, really what to focus on. Like, what's the most important part of your haircut, bro? Like, what do you really care about the most? A lot of these guys, they don't care about the damn fade. Okay? They don't care about the clean ass blurry taper like you guys think they care about. What they really care about is how they look after the cut, their head shape. Or even the whole ass bowl cut after the, their head shape is like super round. Like, you don't want to do that, right? So they care about things more like that. But the only way you're going to gain clarity on that is actually asking the question. Does that make sense, everybody? Fire. I see Johnny writing this shit down. That's the separation. All right, that's the separation. He's actually taking notes and he's applying this right after this. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Okay, I want everybody in here actually taking notes on this. There's no point of watching this and getting all this game and then sitting after this call and like, oh, what do I do? Bro, you have this whole call. Apply what you learned in this call. Take the notes that actually matter and stick with you and apply that shit right after this call. It's the only way you're going to grow, okay? Anyways, there's a special occasion ones, where are you getting, what are you getting this haircut for? Funny conversations, like I said, do you have a girlfriend? I usually like to roast my clients, have fun with it, like just like crazy reactions to their cut, like in the very beginning, that's super, super good. Or if they ever have like a doppelganger, like, bro, has anyone ever told you look like Shrek or whatever? Just have fun with it, bro. Especially if they're cool. You don't want to diss like a random person who comes in your chair, of course, but with my homies, bro, I would roast them because it was just funny. But anyways, all of that type of stuff. Top 5 questions I really just went over. Anyways, what's next? What's next? A lot of you guys, for your guys' price raise, when you're about to go on a price raise, this is a perfect question to ask as well. This haircut is whatever. You usually want to ask this question when you're at a higher price rate. This haircut is $70. What justifies you to book that appointment with me? Bro, your client literally does all the justifying for you. Bro, you're the best barber ever. Like, your cuts are too crispy. You're him. Get the point. Number 3, action shots. Right here on This Is You. 3 to 4 before shots, 2 to 3 satisfying cutting action clips. This usually only takes 4 to 8 seconds. This should be super satisfying. I wouldn't even add 3 clip sequences. You could have the hair falling off clips. I usually like to just do the straight before and after clips. All right, simply just get 3 to 4 before shots. 3, 2, 1, look at the camera, bro. 3, 2, 1, look at the camera, bro. 3, 2, 1, look up at the camera, bro. 3, 2, 1, look down, whatever. All right, you get the point. The modules are in there for you guys to watch. All right, now once you get the before clips, when you're actually recording the befores, the client must look horrible. That's the biggest thing. The client must look way worse than they actually do, so the solution looks 10 times better than it really is, right? Tell them to look sad. Look straight with a double chin. All right, the cape should be on. The background LED should be turned off. Recording the showcases now. You do the 3, 2, 1 look method. Look at the camera, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Now that the cut's done or whatever, like I said, you tell them to look at the camera, tell them to look at the wall, then turn into the camera and smile or smirk. Bump your head, bro. I usually like to hype my clients up right here. This is where it's super important to hype them up. Don't make it awkward. Have fun with it. Yo, bro, look at the camera in 3, 2, 1. Sheesh. Okay, whatever. Like, bro, boost their confidence as much as you can. They will come back to you. Because, like most guys, they don't get complimented. I was telling Nemi this the other day. We don't get complimented like that. So when they go to their barber, bro, like some clients came to me just to get hyped up from me. That was like a highlight of their day. Just getting hyped up. You know, you make someone's day like that. When you make someone's day, they remember that, they come back. That's a client forever, right? So keep that in mind, you guys. It's not only just like, the haircut you do, but it's the actual relationship you build with that client is super important. All right. LED should be turned on now at this point. The cape should be off. If you guys have any additional stuff, maybe like earrings to put on them or like a chain or whatever, or if they have that, make sure they're popping that shit out, right? Everything should be like just 10 times better than the before. You know what I mean? The cape is off, the LEDs are on, the cuts looking clean, they got jewelry on, whatever. You're selling the feeling, you're selling the emotion, right? You're selling them like bumping their head, feeling amazing after the cut. That's what people buy. That's what people will chase you for, right? People won't chase you for showing a damn blurry fade on the side. Like, bro, that's just not how it works, you guys, all right? Turn your client into a legit model. You're the director, your client is the model. You are the director. You're the content creator. You tell them how to act. You run shit. Client reaction, use the handheld method. Hold your phone like this. How you feel after the cut? If you were to rate the cut 1 through 10, what would you rate it? Boom, they start justifying more. All right, they just start justifying. Simple as that. And then you have the CTA. Usually you just have the CTA at the end. When you're editing it, you put the text, and it's just like link in bio to book, right? Because you want to make sure if you get 1 million views on this video, you want to send these 1 million views somewhere, right? Hopefully to get cut by you. Link in bio to book, located in California, Hollywood, California, LA, California, Maui, Hawaii, whatever it might be. You guys get the point. Make sense? A lot of you guys struggle with that. A lot of you guys forget about that. The whole reason we're doing this piece of content is to convert to clients or get engagement. Either way, you always want to put the CTA down, no matter what. That's really the whole thing. Record, yeah, I mean, you guys get it. The fire haircut, reaction, the handshake, record, all of that. The post-production. So here's the editing workflow. This is how you guys, once you guys actually create that video, right? This is after the production. This is where it's actually massive. A lot of you guys needed help with actually editing your content, how to edit your content, right? So number 1 is a shifting process. This is the first pass through. This is where I put all of my clips in. I cut out all the big pieces of dead space where I don't need, right? And all you guys aren't professional editors at the end of the day. That's why we have the editors that we place for you or the done for you services that you guys can get eventually. Everybody's probably gonna get that eventually. Where all the editing and all the posting and shit's going to be handled for you. But for now, you guys got to edit your own content. Up until you guys are consistently creating 10 pieces of content, boom, that's when you guys can upgrade, okay? But in the meantime, you need to learn somewhat. Again, I would still recommend, even though if you guys were consistently making 10 pieces of content for 1 week, depending on how much freedom you want or whatever, but if you're willing to do it and willing to put in the work, I would recommend learning how to edit content. Because this skill goes on even after barbering. Right? This skill is something you could use forever for another thing you guys do in the future, whatever, right? First is the shifting process. You cut out all the dead spaces, unusable parts where it's just quiet, whatever. Take notes, brainstorm memes and ideas. When you're actually doing it, you start thinking about, oh, I could put this here, I could put this here, I could put this meme here, oh, it's perfect here. You start like thinking like that. You start thinking like a creator the more you guys actually edit and create your own videos. Number 2, you batch the topics, right? Order topics, section into consultation video structure. You start thinking about what hook to put, right? What's the best hook? You guys talked about 3 different hooks, all right? Number 1, you guys talked about the girlfriend. Number 2, you talked about their hair. Number 3, you talked about what is the special occasion they're getting this cut for. Out of those 3, which one was the best hook? Take that number 1, put it in the beginning. Focus on that hook, because especially with you guys with no followers, that's one of the biggest things you guys need to push and really focus on to get attention, because you're not getting much attention with 3,000 followers, 2,000, 1,000 followers. So you need to focus on that hook. So make sure that hook hits, right? Search the best topic plus the place as the hook, all right? What's the most engaging and easy to understand, all right? It shouldn't be blurry. It shouldn't be, mumbling. It shouldn't be anything like that. It should, like, right when I watch the first 3 seconds, I already know what's happening. Oh, you're screaming at him because he doesn't have a girlfriend or whatever. Like, you need to make sure your client or the viewer understands what's happening in the first 3 seconds. Don't make it confusing, all right? Second pass through, all right? This is the second pass through. Cut all the non-engaging topics. What was your last haircut? Bro, that's not engaging as hell. Take that shit out. You got to be strict and harsh with your content. Strict and harsh, all right? Don't be so nice to your content. You guys got to be like, okay, realistically, would a viewer watch this? Yes or no? There's no in the maybe. No. It's yes or no, okay? And you have to be real with yourself. And that's where for the Discord feedback that we have as well, that's where you guys can put in the feedback. Like, is this, you guys truly think this is engaging or whatnot, if you still think about it. But most of all, you guys got to be harsh with your own content. People even care about this or not? You know what I mean? There's a lot of parts where I was like, bro, I want to put this in, but will viewers even care? Like, is this only funny to me? If the truth was like, yeah, it was only funny to me, but the viewers, this was more funny to them. So I'm going to put that clip in. I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to actually be unselfish and actually put content out that my viewers like to see, my followers like to see. Maybe I don't like to see it as much, but that's just part of the game sometimes, right? You need to make that sacrifice. Number 5, framing zoom in. This is the keyframes, right? This is where, whoever talks, you put the frame in, where it's zooming in, it's zooming out. When you talk, it zooms in on you, it zooms out. That keeps it super engaging with whoever's talking. Number 6, this is when you start adding memes. This is when you start adding sounds. This is when you start, we got everything inside of here, whatever you want to use. We have everything you need. This is when you start putting all the captions in, right? This is when you start putting all the memes in. This is when you start putting all the sounds in, the background sounds, whatever, right? The transition sounds, all of that. Last but not least is all the detailing and finalizing it, ready to post. This is the same process that all the editors go through for your guys' content, by the way, okay? But you guys aren't professional editors. At one point, you guys will not want to do this anymore. And that's why we have the editors, okay? I know this is a lot. Am I making sense, you guys? Cool. Eddie, you look like you're sleeping on me, bro. Is this making sense? Solid. Sometimes Johnny can help you with content. Eddie, you can maybe help Johnny with clients. Whatever. You guys always have something to bring to the table. Provide that, all right? It's massive. The consultation structure, though. Number 1, the consultation hook. The number 2, the fulfillment, the story, what's happening. Number 3, you cape them up. Number 4, you get the before and after shots. Number 5, or I guess the number 4 is the action shots. I usually don't like doing that. So number 4, before and after shots. The only reason we would do action shots is if they have a ton of hair, and it's pretty satisfying. But if they're just getting if you're tapering my hair up right now, no, it's not that engaging. You know what I'm saying? There's not much hair. But if I was chopping all of Eddie's, curls off, it might be pretty engaging, right? So put that action clip in. Making sense? Right? It's actually engaging. Before and after clips. Number 6, client reaction. Number 7, call to action. All right? Under 3 to 5 seconds, the consultation, the hook actually must grab viewers' attention. It must be a big topic. All right? There should be some sound. There should be a sound hook, a verbal hook, a visual hook. Every hook possible. All right, so them talking about something, the client usually talking first is pretty massive. It has been working a lot nowadays in 2025. Back then, I could say something crazy as well. It really does. It really just depends on how much of a personality you have. Like, if your personality is massive, bro, you could talk first and it'll still go crazy. But your client talking about something, it really helps a lot. But how to make your hooks better is to get the best bang for your buck. Optimizing factors, like I just said, emotions. Client displays a lot of emotions. Your pictures, the visuals, the sounds. Okay, all of this stuff matters. The dead space, the clarity. You don't want any, dead space or random stuff happening, and making sure the viewer actually understands what's happening as well. I already kind of went over all of this, so you guys kind of understand all of this. Like I said, this is the call to action. All right. While you're actually, getting the client reaction and the handshake, a video of you G-Duck, CTAing, you could get a video of you just like holding the piece of paper. You guys can do, I used to do journey to 100K followers. All right. And then I would put the CTA, or a lot of people, you guys can just put like a video of you telling them like, yo, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm located in Melbourne. I'm the best blowout taper artist, whatever you want to say there. Click the link and buy a book. Bro, if you get 1 million views and people watch till the end of the 25-second video you just made and they all listen to that, bro, who knows if 5%, even 5% of 1 million, I don't know how much that is, but it's a lot of people they can convert to clients, right? So think about it like that. It's cake. Fuck walk-ins. This is where it's at. Social media, okay? Final touches. Spend more time doing the hook, as if they watch the hook more likely to watch the middle of the video. The hook is the most important. I say this every single time. Treat each consultation like a short story. What to expect. Finish the video about 80% and post it. You guys care about like 100%, 110%. Number 2, the first consultation, it's going to take you hours, okay? You guys just have to deal with it. And I promise you, you will get faster. You will get faster. It will take time in the beginning. So a lot of you guys give up, all right? It's bitch made if you give up. I'll tell you that from the start, all right? Don't give up. Stick with it. Because I promise you, and On's living proof of this, I'm living proof of this, a lot of these guys in here are living proof that if you stick with it, you will get it. You will make it happen, all right? But in the beginning, it's always hard. Just like cutting hair. It was hard in the beginning, but you stuck with it, right, you guys? And look at where you guys are now. Same shit, boys. Same shit. Okay, once you understand how to edit a viral consultation yourself, like I said, I teach you how to actually build a team to edit for you, or you just join the Done For You service and we handle all the editing, all the posting, all the thumbnails, all the captions, all of that for you. And all you will have to focus on is creating the damn content, right? So when you want that time freedom and financial freedom, like me right now, I'm about to go to Europe, okay? And I'm monetized. I have my coaching business and whatever. I'm about to go to Europe with my boys. Bro, I'm not going to be sitting there for 6 hours straight editing videos, right? I have a Done For You process. I have, even me, like I'm part of the Done For You process. Like I have my team editing and posting and doing all that shit for me, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Now I can go spend time with the fam and the friends. So if you guys want to do that, eventually all of you guys are going to want to probably do that, right? So feel free to join the Done For You, right? But for now, we can still place the editors for you guys. You guys will still have to do the posting and whatnot, but that's a lot better than editing your content. You know what I mean? The finish line, okay? This is going to be super massive. I want everybody here to listen up. Post-publishing. All right, here's the shot list. This is something you could have, Ethan, right? You said that, you forget some questions or whatever, or sometimes you forget about what clips to add, what. This is the simple order, all right? You guys can have this open when you guys are doing the consultation. All right, you talked about the 3 talking points. You check it off. All right, you got the before clips. You check it off. You got the action clips. You check it off. All right, you guys get the point. All right, this is all you need. This is your shot list, okay? When you're actually doing the consultation live, okay? This is all just ideas and whatnot. Responding to the consultation, make consultations based on responses and comments. So let's look at On, right? Let's see your crazy video On, okay? You got some engagement on this one. What are they all saying? Jacob. I don't know if this kid's name is Jacob or whatever, but maybe he looks like Jacob. I don't know, all right? But the thing about this is that he's getting, you get feedback from this, and now you know, okay, if this kid's Jacob and he's popular in school or something and everyone knows him, maybe do another video with Jacob. Or maybe he looks like a kid named Jacob who's famous. I don't know if the 6'7" kid is named Jacob or some shit. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm not tapped into the brain rot, boys. But you might know. You want to double down on what's working, right? Get feedback from your comment section and double down on that. All right? You're doing it right when you start getting hate. I was telling you guys this earlier. You're doing it right when you actually start getting hate. When you guys actually start getting, hated on, that's when you know you're doing something right. Okay? Don't even just comment back. Just create. Just keep going. All right? Everyone is busy talking about you while you're too busy creating. That's a bar. All right? You are going to suck though. Okay? You're going to be nervous. You're going to be awkward. Maybe you guys might be really good. All right? On really can't speak the best English, but he's still making it happen. This kid's 14. I know I'm glazing him a bit, but he's 14. All right, that's all you guys should need. That's all you guys should know. Like, holy shit, like, if he can do it, so can I. That should be your motivation. But again, you guys will get better through repetition and your self-feedback, constantly reflecting on your own content, constantly telling yourself, like, I can do better, constantly showing up. That's it. You guys can read social skills book, like you guys can. I mean, How to Win Friends and Influence People helped me when I read it. Did I need it that much? Not really, but I'd say it helped. Again, you're not born with confidence, it's developed, all right? Creating consultations, though, will make you confident, okay? You may burn out, though, the most time consuming at the start because you're learning, all right? Learning process of consultation, the editing, all of that shit. It's boring, repetitive. You must thug it out. Thug it out. Go through the trenches. At least you guys will be aware. At least you guys will have me in your corner. At least you guys will have the community to keep you pushing, holding you accountable, accountability partners, whatever. Thug it out. That's why I have the pay. Bro, everybody should be tapping into this pay your dues tab right here. Constantly showing that you posted a video. Constantly showing that you hit the gym. Shout out Johnny right here, bro. Right? Constantly holding each other accountable. I want you guys to hold each other accountable 24/7 in here. If you didn't post a video, like let's just say Ethan and Eddie are accountability partners. All right? You guys, like, if let's say Ethan doesn't post a video, he owes you $50. If you don't post a video, you owe him $50. Whatever. Like, make that shit fun, but hold each other accountable. Make that shit happen. But again, you guys must thug it out because it's going to get boring. It's going to get repetitive. But if you know it's going to make you, the money you want to make, and you know it's going to get you the virality you want to get, is it worth it? Obviously, right? So, again, you must thug it out through the trenches. All right? Why should I create? I don't know why I'm saying trenches, but you guys get what I mean. Like, it is a trenches phase, right? You guys are literally like, you're editing your own content, you're creating your own content, you're taking long, you're being awkward, you're nervous, you're scared, you're asking the wrong questions. Bro, it's annoying. I get it, okay? But this is imposter syndrome. A lot of you guys get this. Self-doubt, fear of exposure, caring what others think. Stop caring. This is perfect. You guys, a lot of you guys say, I don't have that, that attitude. I don't have that personality. I don't have a nice studio. All of the above excuses. Push your personal red lines. Adaptation equals personal plus business growth. Adapt. Guys, after the fires, after my house burned down, my barbershop burnt down, I had to adapt, bro. I didn't have a studio. I didn't have a shop. I had to adapt. While you guys are making excuses on adapting for, your barbershop, I didn't even have that shit, bro. I was cutting in bathtubs. I'm not saying I'm from the mud or anything, but I went through the trenches phase, you guys, if not worse. Right? So you guys should have no excuses. You guys should see, like, okay, Hoku did it through those circumstances, and he was still able to come out on top. I'm a bitch. I need to make it happen. If he's able to do it, so can I. That's the mentality you guys should have. Because at the end of the day, like, those guys who have that mentality coming into this always get the best results, right? You guys can't have these, like, negative self-talk. Like, you guys always, all the time, I see it. I could tell a lot of you guys come up, show up to these calls, and I could tell you guys just give each other negative self-talk. Right? It should always be positive. It should always be pushing you guys to the next step. You guys should always constantly be telling you're telling yourself positive self-talk, not negative. Oh, I'm not that type of person. Maybe I'm not built for this, but fuck that. Just like, no, none of that. I don't even allow it. I've hopped on calls with you guys before you guys joined, and you guys were telling me, I had to tell people, like, bro, I don't even allow that. Like, this community is not for you if you're going to tell yourself this negative self-talk at all times. I don't mess with that at all, okay? But at the end of the day, you guys get the point. Adapt, all right? If you don't push your boundaries, how do you know your true potential? That's one of my favorite. If you don't push your boundaries, how do you actually know your true potential, right? I want you guys to write that down and truly, like, put that shit up on your wall if you need to, bro. Like, it's a fact. It's a fact. You guys can already tell how much that means to me. If you don't push your boundaries, how do you actually know your true potential? How will you ever find that out? You know what I'm saying? Not trying to sound like David Goggins here, but I hope you guys are actually getting actual game from this. Do this if you want your consultation videos to suck. All right, obviously don't do this, but make the hook. What do you want to get done today? Can I get the usual taper trim? Make the audio unclear, background noises distracting. Be super monotone, be normal, be average. Include edit generic responses. Have smudgy, clary footage, horrible lighting. Pollute and overdo the memes and sound effects. Do all the shit that'll obviously make your consultations suck, all right? Or you want your consultations to go viral? I got you, all right? The hook is super eye-catching, clear, and has emotion. 70 to 80% of the video performance of the 70 to 80% performance of the video literally depends on the hook, you guys. Solves a big common problem. Every single script must have a purpose which adds to the consultation, whether it's a good story structure or treat each consultation like like I said, a short story, or you're diving deep into their hair problem and showing how you're the solution to that. Showing your individuality, your personality, showing why you're
Bro,
funny,
that
you're
helps
cool,
a
you
lot.
chill, whatever. Showing that people
Let's
will
go
buy into
on.
you, not just
My dog.
the problem that you fix for the client.
It was
But
about
they'll
the
buy
next
into like, oh
one,
shit,
Fire,
in terms of,
fire.
like,
hella chill,
business
bro.
side
Like,
of
oh, the
social
hell he
media and
plays
stuff
football
like that,
too.
but
I used to play football.
it's a
Like
lot
people
to
who are
take
late
in.
with you
I
as
could
well.
definitely
And that's how you do
start
get a ton of
implementing
clients
a
as
lot
well.
of- a lot of things,
Why
especially
90%
consultations.
barbers
That's
fail
it.
when
That's
creating
it, bro.
consultations? They
Let's
quit
go,
after
bro.
doing
That
5.
most def,
Let's go.
English,
They get scared of the
uh,
workload. Hell yeah, bro. Exactly.
Well, they
You
just
never
need to-
start. Like now that you guys know, and
A lot of
everybody
you
who's
guys
watching
in
this
here
video,
have
now that
start.
you guys actually
Start.
know, a lot of you guys
Then
in
you
here
need to just go
quit
implement
after doing
and
5
actually take action
over
because
it. This
or
whole
they get just
whole
get scared of the
thing
workload of
is
creating
pointless
it,
if you don't
editing
execute.
it, posting it.
It is
You guys get
pointless
scared of
if
that.
you do not
Right? This
execute.
is why 95% of barbers
What's the
fail.
point of
Right,
knowing
so now that you guys have clarity on
that
why barbers
knowing
fail,
everything? Like you guys have
right?
all the information
You
you
should
need,
know
but if you
what
don't
you guys should
execute and you
avoid.
sit on your
Okay?
ass,
What are your actions now? It's not gonna get
commit
handed
to
to
how
you.
many of
You
these
guys know that.
you're gonna post per
All right?
week.
I mean, I'm
Like to
I'm
start,
ready. I mean,
aim
you,
for 5, right? Aim for 5.
I'm
aim to
absolutely
7.
ready, bro.
When you guys are advanced,
Let's
already,
go.
Johnny,
Let's
Ethan, you guys should be
Yo,
at
yo,
least
yo.
15. Like you
Let's
guys
go,
should
let's
be
go.
if you can.
All right?
W
For you
2
beginners, before your
hours,
first
just so y'all
consultation,
know.
use
Yeah. We over deliver around here, bro. No one doing it like us. Stop playing.
execution guide.
Let's
if
go.
you need.
Goku's,
All right, this
Goku's
literally
background went
every
from
single
daylight to
fucking
night.
step you
Like,
need
come
right
on now.
inside.
Stop playing. No, that's a fact, bro. That's a
Last
fact.
but not least,
Bro,
come
best
back to the
community
models
out.
and
Let's
watch
get it,
when you
boys.
need to.
Hell yeah.
I know this was a lot.
If you guys have any other questions, bro,
I'll
feel free to ask any other questions. I'm gonna stay on for a little longer.
Broken up module by module. How was it, you guys? Unmute for me.